What's the difference between selling on a
Good morning. Welcome to my show. Anarchy Chick is here representing the African honey badger, the most fearless animal in the world. And he does not give an S about anyone or anything. He goes for what he wants. If he doesn't get it at that time, he goes back again. So, yeah, the honey badger does live in Africa. However, you can see one in the United States at certain zoos. They have them in captivity. I know, it's sad, but good for us, you know. Good for those who want to do tests on them because they really are very difficult to find in the wild. And once they are spotted by a scientist, they will tag them. And, once they do catch them, they, do some tests on them. He, can't necessarily, he or she can't be awake during those tests, but it's necessary for us to know because we're curious and we like the honey badger. Lots of people like him. But I really like him. Look at him. He's so cute. So in this picture, you will see that he does have porcupine quills sticking out of him. And he's badass because he's just still, okay, what's next kind of thing. And he did have a fight with a porcupine. Clearly, I guess the porcupine won because it looks like he rage quit, but we don't know that for sure. The porcupine could have dipped out first, and then he's just like, oh, well, he's done. I really need to go, fix this. I'll be fine. And he is fine. It's very difficult to kill the honey badger because their skin is so loose and so tough that a lot of animals cannot get a good grip on him. If you watch lions try and attack him, it's they have a pretty difficult time being able to carry out their mission because he's a strong creature and he's God's creature. That's how we know there is one. Plus, he has an anarchy tattoo on his arm, and I think that is cute. That's a great idea for the scientists. Okay. What's up, Tommy D? So Tommy D, he's another channel owner, panel host. He has quite some characters on his panel. The funny thing is I know everybody, probably 90% of the people in his chat on his panel. You just kind of get to know people in this sector of hell that we have found ourselves in and haven't been able to possibly get out because we are followed every freaking where we go. Just say it. So, if you happen to stumble across somebody new, check them out and just see how long it takes for word to get around. It happens. It just does. I don't know how, but it does. Anyway, so I guess Tommy D does some, I don't know, I could pull up something of his if he doesn't mind. But I guess he does some maybe interviews or something with people who are addicted to certain substances and not exactly sure the extent of it, if he does anything to help them or if he's just kind of making people aware of their trying times. But people who are addicts don't choose to be. A lot of times it starts out with a broken bone and the doctor's like, okay, take some of this, right? And then it's like, all right, well, that doesn't work anymore, so let's bump it up. Doctor bumps it up. At some point the doctor's gonna, hey, you know what, I can't do any more for you, or what he's giving the person is just not enough. So a lot of times they turn to illegal substances, and they get highly addicted to that, even more so than pain pills. So, and there's, a lot of different shit out there on the streets than used to be 10, 20 years ago, for sure. Deadly stuff and things that are put into other things that, people are dying from. And I had a family member die from his accidental overdose. I guess he thought he was getting one thing and he got fentanyl in it. And that's the thing that's like killing people. Another one, my sponsee, like she died, because she overdosed. Same kind of situation. So yeah, I lost a lot of family members and friends due to alcohol and drugs. No joke. But if you can definitely help somebody out, it's well worth it. You can't carry the person, but you can definitely carry the message. And the message is that there's a better life out there. There's a better way of living, and it takes loving yourself, but also it takes maybe somebody else loving them until they love themselves, because clearly at that point they don't. And Satan wants us to hate ourselves, in my opinion. I think God definitely, I'm pretty sure he's an all-loving God, wants us to care about ourselves and not to let other people infiltrate our minds and make us think that we don't love ourselves and to make us hate ourselves. So sorry for your losses, recipes. I appreciate that, Tommy D. And maybe you've had similar situations. I do have the link there. I don't know why I can't pin it on my phone. I go to the YouTube side, but it's very odd and strange. I wonder if the settings have changed or something. Maybe it's because I don't have the live chat replay. I don't know. Maybe I don't know why. I've been doing this for 4 years. You'd think by now I have it all figured out. You should have seen me do OBS. That was a joke. It was on a live stream, and it was just, an infinite number of boxes that went straight to somewhere else. Great. So title is where have we come? What have we come? Where are we at this point? All right, that's cool, Tommy D. You got to make that money. You got to definitely rake in the dough, and, bring it in for the real one. What's up, Amanda Erickson? I love how you say hey, but then talk smack behind my back. That's all right. It just happens. I've seen it. Okay, firsthand. Yeah, not cool. So if you want to just be nice, you can go ahead and be nice all the way around. And a nice person isn't just nice to your face. They're nice behind your back too, because that person could see you, or somebody else could tell me the type of things that you utter. And, you can say shit about Cindy all day long. I don't care. She's not always a nice person. I know we have, Amanda, we have spoken in the past. You know that. You've been on my panel before. This isn't new information. I've talked to you several times. I've never had an issue with you whatsoever. I don't give a shit about the liver shit or whatever the hell everybody was getting mad over. I don't care about that. I don't care about a lot of things on here, honestly. You're not my best friend in real life. I don't have an obligation to trust you for any reason. I'm not going to let you make me mad and make me talk about you and slander you on a panel. That's ridiculous. I'm not a politician, and I don't think I ever will be, not with my record. Whoops. Did I say that? Yes, I did. Somebody please tell me who the FI is. Great. So let's talk about where we've come and who we've become and what the hell is the title of this? Where I am now. Oh, this is where we are. Okay. This is where we are. Okay. So like I said, a lot of us have come from a place where, we were called lot lizards, and that happened. There's nothing I can do about that because that's in the past. But what's really cool is that you can make up with people and you can just let things go and accept it and not, and trust that, yeah, okay, it might happen again, but not necessarily. You gotta give it a chance. Take that risk. Why not? Here's some things that exist in difficult, situations is fear. Fear is a common reason that people dread conflict. Okay. So sometimes you don't. So in real life, right, we fear conflict because of fear. We don't know what the outcome is going to be. This is like in the workplace. You want to be agreeable, but also you can't go against your own principles and values. So you might fear like the emotions that may arise, um, maybe losing people who you liked, and if you express things to them, they may walk away from you or something like that. Um, Also, you're like, well, you minimize it. Like, should I argue about this? Should I Is it even worth it? It's just a small thing. Well, sometimes small things get swept under the rug, right? And then they become big things. And then that's when people start blowing up. But on here, the small things, get this, are the big things. Always. And you know what else is the big thing? False narratives. They are seen as truth, written in stone. Things that we hear on the internet are written in stone because we like the person saying it. Really? Well, I like a lot of people, but I'm not going to always believe everything they say. But what I could do is go to the source. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You can just pick yourself up and go right over to the source and go, hey, what's up? And then be like, hey, you know what? I heard this. Is there any truth to it? And they can say yes or no, or you can do it respectfully, and you can do it privately. Ever think of that before, guys? I know it's just more fun to do it on a panel and, make yourself look hard. But is it really that important for you to try and show some kind of power that you have over someone, or that you're going to win? What are you even winning? Can somebody tell me what is the prize that is won? I say Shelly always wins because I'm making fun of you guys. Get out of here with that stupid sock account. You stupid jerk. I'm not, hey, Chunk Monkey, I'm not going to send him a fucking cent. Okay? Because I went into his chat today and guess what he did? That mofo. He let people talk trash about me over and over again, never said a single word, just let it happen. He was reading the chat. Do you think I would do that? Look what just happened, right? Somebody was going off on Amanda. I blocked them. Because I know how to empathize. I know how to think, oh, well, how would Amanda feel if they're doing that, if they're saying that to her? And I kind of, it's just that easy. Anybody can, really do that. Anyway, it's more fun the other way. I get it. Come on in with your stock accounts, guys. You got to wait 10 minutes. Got him. Stupid asses. Okay, let's go over something if nobody wants to come up. Okay. I appreciate that. So let's go with judging. Judging is not helpful in resolving conflicts. So all along, I have been highly known as the town bridge builder. And I wear that with pride. However, it's a tough job and it takes some big shoes to fill or something. So what I'm saying is there's a lot involved with conflict resolution, more than you realize. And it literally takes knowledge of the topic, the um, projected like outcome, um, and it takes finding out the root of the problem. So here's one idea. Okay, how about if let's take Rebel. Take Rebel for an example, since he wants to, play these silly games. Um, we could look at Rebel, right, and go, you know, I just accept Rebel for just who he is. He's just going to be that way. Instead of harping on the fact that he needs to do this and that. Well, he'll do this and that when he's ready to, not when we tell him to. So, acceptance. Accept who the F he is. All right? Right now, I accept it, but I don't like it. Okay? So also, let's see. Listen to constructive criticism. That's a good thing to be able to do, but it's like, who are you to criticize me? You know, Be- get your shit straight before you start pointing the fingers at somebody else. Please do that. Oh, yeah, let's do this. Okay. Bring in a mindful behavior like setting a positive intention, pausing, and keeping an open mind. It supports the way you listen and helps you access the information in the undercurrent. Through that, you will open up to recognize the unexpected potential solutions that emerge. And at this point, though, it's not really even about trying to bring people together to be friends. It's about trying to just bring them together to squash things so that they can be cordial with each other whenever they see others that they know. And like I said, I feel like everywhere that we go in this toxic sector of YouTube, we are running into people with whom we know. Some kind of on a personal level because of Discord. Thanks, Discord. You really made my day. So, because of Discord, we have gotten to know people's strengths and weaknesses, and just their personalities. So, personalities clash, guys. Newsflash. But, you know, you could just accept it and go, okay, you know what? There's a reason I don't like that person. Maybe they represent something within myself that I don't like. Maybe. I don't know. That's just a theory. What do you think? Hey, Huckleberry. What's up? So, Tommy, like, all right. Oh, Trump Monkey, I didn't say your name. And I want to shout out to you. And no, nobody's getting any money from me. I got my own shit to deal with. So, he's really bad at taking constructive criticism and he usually lashes out. He's trying to work on that. Exactly. Yeah, Tommy. Look, as soon as you get mad, Tommy, you lose. And that's a fact. As soon as you get aggressive or hostile, you lose. So, why, the question, why, is a super fast way to dive deep under the waterline, and it may help to uncover and clarify underlying reasons why questions lead to a much deeper layer within the other person's iceberg. And very often, the other person isn't at all ready or even willing to go there. Okay. So, in addition, why questions can come out as aggressive, leading, and hostile, like in the following examples. Why do you behave like that? Okay. So, taking that question, does that seem aggressive or does it seem polite? Okay. Why are you looking at me like that? What's that? You know, that has started a lot of fights on buses. Okay. People, please look straight ahead at nothing but the air because others around you are going to try to rob you. That's what I was told in Chicago. I was like, okay, I guess I will just look straight ahead. And when I got home, I had all my money still in my purse. Just saying, it was all there. Oh my gosh, my favorite people. Oh no, I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy. Booty Wart, like, guys, please go to Booty Wart's channel. If you want to pop your link there, that's fine. I'd love for you to do that. Tommy D, you can pop yours there. Pug Face Media, man, what's up? Hey, look, Pug Face Media. Listen, I saw the pug's leash, the three-way leash. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now you can go to the festivals, you can go downtown with them, and they're so connected that you have shit under control. So whoever gave that to you, actually, I think I know the person and I don't like her, not even a little bit. All right. But she had the right idea, and I'm sure that she made your life a lot simpler. If you guys could hit the like, please, that'd be great. I do see one. One. Wow. I'm so liked. I'm just kidding. Yeah, but let me wrench a couple people here just to give you guys that courtesy to be able to drop your links. Obviously, he put it. Was that a bunny or is that a peace sign? I don't even know. Add as a moderator. Yeah, let's do that. Let me do that. That would be great. I think it's a bunny, but I can't tell. Maybe it's a peace sign. It is a peace sign. Okay, a blue peace sign. That's funny because it only shows up on the YouTube side. When I look at it from the StreamYard, it just says words. So yeah, this channel does not make people aggressive because it's simply this, guys. And I'll let you know if there's a banner, there's a truth. And here's the truth. All right. This is an educational, entertaining channel. This is not a drama channel. Thanks. And that's kind of what I've been trying to incorporate in this sector, is that you can come to a safe space without dealing with the drama, like you see over at Tommy D's and who else is in here? Well, just his. Oh, and Huckleberries, another drama channel. Am I right? You going to bed? Okay. Have a good sleep. You're not on YouTube enough to know who hates who, or is it whom hates whom? No, it's whom hates whom. And it's like, dude, why do they have to make it whom? Who cares? When we know who, I don't know. It's just the English language, guys. Try teaching the English language to somebody who only speaks Spanish, and you will realize just how really difficult that it is if you speak it properly. You could speak it like a hillbilly, like Booty Wart, and you can definitely run into some problems with that. Because, when you get corrected by another person who speaks English, that's unreal. A freak's on a leash. I can't do it like he does. I wish I'd never done that. That was so weird. Oh my gosh. Okay. So Freak on a Leash. Good song. Good times. How about when people bring up the past? Let's talk about that a little bit. When you're let's say you're in a dating situation and the person's at a party and they're like, yeah, I just want to get going, and you didn't drive, right? The other person drove and the other person's like, no, I'm going to stay for a little while longer. Just staying, like, I don't feel that great. So you wait around, but you're mad and you're fuming. Thanks for liking and sharing, Tommy. And at that point, you're like, all right, you know what? This guy sucks. And so finally, time to leave. You get in the car and you guys are going home. You're like, dude, this sucks. Like, why would you do that? Like, why? Like, I really need to go. I mean, just, I don't understand. Why don't you respect me? And then at that point, what does he do? He starts telling her about how long she took to get ready to go to the party in the first place. So what is that? Bringing up the past? Yeah. So instead, if you were me, he could just say, hey, I'm really sorry about that. I should have taken you into consideration and left early. It won't happen again. Dropped it. That's it. She would have been like, wow, thank you so much. Because that's, first of all, taking accountability for what he did and acknowledging her for her complaint about what he did. So that makes a good, relationship according to their communication. STL and Paige do it all the time. Right, STL? Good morning. Yeah, they do. They have probably, really good communication. I met them and I saw them a little bit with each other, and good stuff there. They've been together for quite a long time. I've seen them online. I've seen them on here together on the same panel, and I've seen them in Discourse. I met up with them, once. We tried to meet a couple times, but it didn't work out really. And I'm sure they have arguments, but I see them respecting each other. And that's big. That's big. Even on here with these a-holes, people with whom I dislike. And there's a difference. Okay, here's the thing. What's up, AJM? How you doing? Here's my scenario with that. Here's a scenario regarding that. So let's say that, I don't know, people harass me and bully me. It might happen. I'm just saying. So in that scenario, let's say that they always do it. And it's the same people who always do it. So what do I do in that situation? Well, this is what I do. I go out of my way to have no contact with those people. So people, come up on the panel. They want to fight. Oh, it'd be a good fight if you had a couple people, with me up there, or, just a great dog pile. I mean, I can pretty much own many people. I can take them on, but I don't want to. It drains me and it makes me feel negative, and it takes me a while to get back to my positive self. So not worth it for somebody else's channel for them to get the views, first of all. Second of all, not worth it for me and my serenity. So there's a number of people. I've made a list, to be honest with you, and it has suited me well. A lot of people with whom I would just rather have no contact, and I am good with that. And that means blocking them, not going on panel with them, not discussing them, and just having complete no contact. So also, if you're with, I don't know, a narcissist, and you guys finally broke up, because many times they don't let you break up because they say sweet stuff. Trust me, I know. When you break up and go back together 41 times in a year and a half, there's a problem. Okay? That's not fucking normal. That's not normal. So at some point, when you finally are able to get out of that web, you say, hey, you know what? And you wipe your hands clean. You're unalive to me. And then you walk away. So I don't have relationships with people on here. Okay. I guess I have a couple of, maybe I have a couple of friendships. All right. But with the ones who think they know me, you don't know me. You think you do. Back the fuck up. God. So what I'm saying is, you guys don't have to put up with crap at all. I'm a person, with whom is genuine. I'm honest. I I'm kind. Well, I try to be funny. Doesn't always come out that way, but sometimes people laugh, so that's good. Whatever. And sometimes it just takes stepping back and pausing and going, is it worth it? Is it worth the fight? Give up the fight. Don't fight anyone or anything. Have fun. No booty war. Oh my gosh. I don't have a good relationship with Rebel, right? Because he's so on and off with me. I don't appreciate that. And the second that I give in to him, that's when he starts, oh, you better give me money. Or, oh, Shelly, you were over. You won't even hear the. It's like, dude, you cannot control me. I'm uncontrollable. And that's how I'll always be. So if anybody has a good relationship with him, I would be surprised. I would probably fall out of this chair right now if I even knew that, because I wouldn't believe it. Just saying. STL, come on, don't be facetious. He goes, oh, we must respect one another so we can build a bridge to a better future. Duh. I mean, it's what I'm saying, dude. It's like STL has always got some kind of crazy ass shit to say. Lists are important. Yeah, okay, well, that's true. So that part is very true. And Huckleberry's saying that, you're on my list. Rebel doesn't have, that's right. Huckleberry, he doesn't have a good relationship with himself because he doesn't like himself. Why? Because he's not productive in the world. Oh my gosh. Somebody told me not to go live, and yeah. I text somebody the freaking link. Do they show? No. Where are you? All right, come up or I'm gonna be silent. That. Like that shit, I'm out. Why y'all want to hear me talk? Got nothing better to say than, build a bridge and, shut up and learn how. You don't even have to, you don't have to talk over people. You can actually listen to them. I know it's difficult, people. I know it is. Okay? Trust me. I go through it on a daily basis. Let me read this. Okay, so with people, if people show their toxic behavior, toxicity, they may be narcissistic. Want to complain about everything. Focus solely on negativity. Be gossipy. How many town gossips do you guys know? A lot. Be prone to drama. Sounds familiar. Put an emotional claim on you or act like they know everything. The easiest way, listen to this, the easiest way to recognize them is by taking notes of how you feel after you spent time with them. If you only feel a little low on energy once, that could be chance. If it happens twice, you get into the risky zone. The risky zone. And when it happens 3 times or more, it's a pattern. 1, 2, 3, strike, you're out. You can't change them. You can't change a toxic person, people. Stop trying. Stop giving advice to Rebel. If he wants to ask me, why aren't you here? Because you let people trust me. He knows what's going on. He wants me to get mad at him because that's his game. I'm not playing the game. The awareness will help you pause instead of jumping to an immediate response from people. Don't ever defend yourself. Don't ever explain yourself. Those are types of things that'll make you lose the argument. Being completely realistic about the fact that people hardly ever change unless they see the value of it themselves. Mindful tenet. acceptance, and focusing on how to deal with them instead of spending your time thinking about how horrible they are. Be non-judgmental. In interacting with toxic people, it's really hard to stay away from emotionally responding to their appeal to acknowledge them. In your interactions with them, try these strategies. Accept, set clear boundaries. That's a really good thing to do. Is to set boundaries. Like, you know what? Hey, you won't. It's not that you can't. You won't speak to me in that manner. You won't. But I've seen a lot of people on here, females, who let guys speak to them, and just in mid sentence, they throw the B word in there. And you know what? You know who did that? Rebel. Rebel did it to Star Odessa. He kept calling her a B. Finally, she spoke out about it because she let it go a few times. I could be has a great relationship with Rebel. I could be loves to catch all the streams about Rebel. He can't get enough. Yeah, Booty Wart. How come? How about asking I could be, right? Why he's mad at me? Because it's not that big of a deal, but only I say hi to him 2 times, sometimes 3, and I wonder, well, did he really ignore me? Or did he just not see me say hello, even though he's talking to everybody else? So what did I do to him? Like, I really like him. I don't get it. Oh, okay, bedtime clown. Call me. Whoa. What are you gonna call me? Call me on the line. All right. I don't know. I guess get to my Discord server. Use. Oh, here we go. Okay, so there's a lot going on in my life too. It's important for me to share some of my experiences with you. Are you open to listening to me for a minute? You could say to somebody. And to their friend who gossips a lot, you might be quite direct and say something like, I don't really like to talk about others when they can't defend themselves. But if you want, we can discuss how to bring up this topic with them to clear the air between you. Here's the drama triangle, okay? An empowerment dynamic. Complainers, for example, are basically putting themselves in the victim position. How many people you know who do that? They complain and they're being put in that victim position because they're comfortable there. By asking them what they are planning to do to change things, or maybe what sort of support they would need to make the necessary changes, you invite them to step out of the drama triangle. Even though many times they won't be able to make a change yet, sticking with this strategy will allow you to avoid either saving them or becoming the persecutor. That's a good point that I just brought up. Sasquatch, look, you derailed me for my sentence. Okay. You did that, buddy. For the sole purpose of telling people to hit the thumbs down. Hey, good. Good for them. Good for you. Good going. Where was I, Sasquatch? I need you to finish my sentence for me since you did that. It's your fault. Wow, you really got me. Oh, okay. So either saving someone or becoming the persecutor. Which one are you? You know what I mean? I have experience of being a victim on here and in real life. And I see others who are struggling, and I've come out of that role. So I feel like I'm giving back to people with whom are struggling and trying to have a good time on here, but getting set back from doing that by the bullies. So I notice those people and I reach out to them because I want them to be able to get out of that isolating place that the bullies try to put them in. They do. And the bullies try to turn new people away from me. Why am I such a threat? Please tell me. Please. Is it because I don't know, speak out? So it's so funny because you see, you see people, they want to try and get them first and give them all this dirt about me. And a lot of times it's lies. So believe what you guys want, like, you know, Mr. P, Tommy D. Who else we've been going to? I guess those are kind of the two newest people. Yeah, people like they got to them first. So yeah, I don't know. You know, I kind of back away because if they don't want me there, then they're missing out. Oh, you want to call me something? Bedtime clown. Go for it, buddy. Okay? I can take it. You got nothing on me, SA. If you're here and I am here, doesn't that make it our time? Wait, who said that, MJ? You're here. Oh, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Ridgemont? Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Is that it, MJ? Tell me if that's it or not. I think so. When he goes in with the pizza in the classroom, like he orders pizza. It was funny. You are correct, ma'am. Did I hit the right button, Filthy Squatch? He is, man. He's always still just kind of lingering around. Like he's my buddy troll. Define good time though. Good time is like Key and Peele when they just kind of bounce ideas off each other and they're funny. Can you be like that, bedtime clown? I don't think so. Star's funnier than you are. Everyone's story is different and unique. We need more love in this world, Phil. STL, quit being so freaking sappy, dude. Come on, what is with you today? Cindy Renee, you have an opinion. No opinion allowed. Look at her avatar. She's always right on top of the seasons, man. I'm telling you, dude. Like, totally. She has pumpkins in her avatar. It's cute. Ridgemont. Yeah, what was I saying? Key Peele weren't funny. Wow. That's a problem. American Horror Story, guys. Second episode's coming up this week. It's gonna get pretty gruesome, I have a feeling, but it's a good storyline. Kim Kardashian stars in it. And I've liked every single one of their episodes thus far. So, I mean, I was at the edge of my seat, just like, everybody quiet, watch this. I was so eager to stay focused on that. I love it. So I was going to do a stream on a video that I want to cover, but I need to do it on a separate stream because I want it to, you know, pretty much go viral to the rest of the internet. And there's a lot of people out there, you know, who need to get with my content. Oh, I wish I had some music to play. I'd like to represent everybody. I'd like to represent a new panelist who's coming up today. He has his own channel. Let me just let you up. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? How are you?
Really good. How you doing? How you doing, Tommy?
Nothing much. Just working, listening to you talk.
Yeah, I usually do this. Lately, people have just given me my own space, basically. So the longer I'm up here, the more words and ideas that I have to say. And it's all extemporaneous.
What did you say about me and Mr. P? I missed that one part.
Right. So get ready to clip this, guys. Okay. Hold on.
Hey, why are you warning?
Okay. I had to put you on hold for a second. Um, Here's the reason that I said something about you guys, because it needed to be said. Okay. And there's things that just can't be held in anymore, Tommy.
Okay, well, delve a little deeper. Well, because I didn't even understand or hear exactly. I thought you said it was bully channel in a way. I could be wrong.
Well, that's a very specific thing. I wouldn't put that on your channel. I wouldn't put that label on your channel yet. And I appreciate you matching with me on your avatar. I know that's been yours all along, but I like the way that looks. It's all it's all about the what's the
Aesthetics.
word? Thank you. Oh, you're awesome.
There you
Good
go.
shit. There's my co-host. Just kidding. So I appreciate you coming up here. They probably have gotten to you as far as me and oh, don't like her, and that's okay because eventually people like Bedtime Clown will see that it's not all that they cracked it up to be. So let's talk about you and your channel in case people haven't seen what you do, except for because he does live streaming as well, guys. But besides that, what other kind of content do you provide on your channel?
For right now, it's just live streams. Before I was doing recovery content and addiction content and exposing Kensington, Philadelphia, and the way it is down there. But I've gotten away from that now, and I'm just basically doing live streams every night.
So were you physically down there in Kensington?
Yeah, I was.
Oh, okay. So you traveled to Kensington. Did you? And I need to go back and watch a few of them. Did you have interviews with people?
Yeah, I did. The reason I did that was because at one time I was addicted in Kensington, like 6 years back. I used to be on the same street, so I know people out there,
Really?
and I wanted to just reach out to people that I knew and help people out there and try to just, I guess help people.
So
All it was
what?
about.
So what is your success story? What's transpired since then?
I mean, I did a bunch of outreaches out there, and I did a back to school drive, and people I think were helped. I have a couple people that I know got clean. I mean, it's not me that did it, but I was there for them on a lot of those occasions.
Very good.
And I just, it's just, it's not really success stories. It just helped my recovery. I'm still sober, I guess. I'm not down there anymore. Is my point.
Yeah, so that's what I was wondering was what was your specific personal success story from being down on Kensington and being addicted? Like what happened with you to change your lifestyle?
It was a lot. I had a really bad overdose down there. I had some things happen to me where I could have lost my life. I had small children, so that played a big factor into it. And I eventually just had enough strength to come home and take the support that was offered, and I've been doing pretty good ever since.
So how long have you been sober?
6 years, but I'm on
Fantastic.
methadone and I smoke weed, so that just needs to be noted.
Oh, okay.
So you can call that whatever you want. It's my life is a lot better now than it was.
Yeah,
I
and
realize I'm not perfect.
everybody has their own sobriety definition or program, the personal program. I'm in a program. I have 15 years sobriety, and
Wow, it's great.
and I used to be addicted. and I used to be an alcoholic for 15 years. So I've now matched the amount of time that I was out there to the amount of time
That's
I'm
great.
sober. Thanks. And
It
so,
is.
it takes sponsoring people. It takes going to meetings. It doesn't take being on here and getting involved with all the, stuff. But that has this has been a big part of my life is this online stuff. It's crazy. I
It
can't
does.
get
It's a
away for more than
social.
3 days.
It helps people like us because we don't have to go out to bars and places like that to talk to people, meet people, and it doesn't have to always be an NA function, because I'm sure you go to them if you're in the program or the AA
I've
functions. I'm
been
sure you go to
to
them.
I've been
You
to
know,
I've been to quite a few NAs. I have been to quite a few NAs. I don't get the spiritual aspects that I get from AA. Plus, I have a home group and I know a shitload of people there.
yeah, yeah.
So I like to do that.
You sound like you work a pretty good program. So
It's pretty good. Yeah, I have a sponsee right now, so I'm helping her to go through the steps. I haven't been able to go through the steps with anybody and like all the way through because the success rate is very low when it comes to AA, and it's like, yeah, the way I see it is that if the student is ready to learn, the teacher will show up. So I'm not going to beg people to work the program.
they have to be ready. They have to be
Yeah,
ready.
they really do. So you you were saying earlier that you had an overdose. That's pretty scary, dude. But that doesn't always get people to change their lifestyle. But it did for you, and I think that's amazing. It is.
I have a really good. Let me just state this because I can only stay up here for a little bit longer because I'm at work. But let me just state
Yeah.
this: like, I have a really good family. I have a mother and father who really love and care about me, support me, and I think that played in my favor. They would go out there looking for me in the streets all the time. I would run. They enabled me in a way, in a lot of ways, because they're really caring. I was able to manipulate them. And this whole opiate thing, they had to really educate themselves to even understand it. They didn't understand what was happening to their son, why these things were happening, and it's hard on the family. So they are a big part of my support. They're there for me. I live with them, with my boys. My kid's mom was an addict too. We had to, we almost lost our children.
Your mic's kind of cutting out a little bit there, Tommy.
All right, hold on. Tell me, can you hear me now? Is it better?
Yeah, that sounds really good right there. Whatever you're doing.
All right,
Keep
so
that up.
we almost lost our children. Me and my kid's mom. So I had to take full custody of them. They live with us, me and my parents, and it takes the support from them for us to even be able to maintain that life and to do everything that my kids need. Because it's hard. When you have kids in active addiction, a lot of times people lose them.
Well,
I
and
was
you
able to
lose
keep.
time. You lose the time that you
Yeah.
that you could be with them. I know a lot of people who
Yeah.
lost their kids. I know people from all walks of life. When you get into this kind of stuff, you meet all people. Addiction does not discriminate.
No, it doesn't.
I'm so glad that you had a loving family to help you out, and I'm glad that we got to talk. So,
Let me address a question in the chat right here. So Huckleberry says, "Is it true you have charges for abusing a child?" That is not true. That is a slander campaign from Joey in Vegas Valley, who obviously has been going back and forth with me in this little battle of whatever. If you look at my record, I have a simple assault charge and a bunch of DUI charges. That's basically what I have. That's what it is. I've never
did you hit a woman, or who did you hit?
Well, what happened was I was in a car. Right? And I was driving two people away from a house that we were all like staying in. I was taking them back home, and the girl did not want to go home, and she started to beat on me while I was driving on the highway. So I basically like restrained her, tried to get her off of me, and pulled the car over.
So she filed.
She filed a charge. So
So what happened just now is that, and this happens a lot, is that you got dropped to the basement, and when you came back, now you have no avatar. So and
That's all right.
people,
I'll fix it.
yeah, and people don't tell people when that happens. And there you go.
Yeah, it's
So
all
yeah,
good. It's the
ask
service.
Huckleberry. That's true. I'm glad you asked, because you got to look at the sources. The guys don't like him, and of course they're going to start spreading lies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, most of us have criminal people who have had addictions. A lot of times they do have criminal records. It's true. That's a fact, because they get it. They nothing is enough. Nothing is enough. So if you're using and you're drinking, shit's gonna happen. It just will. It's inevitable. But it happens even outside of sobriety. I mean, in sobriety. So
No doubt. I just wanted to clear that up. I wanted to make sure I addressed that question. I got to get back to work, Shelly. I'll be in the chat though.
get out of here.
Listen.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks for coming up.
Salute. No
All
problem.
right. Bye. See, he seems like a nice guy. Let's just see how long it takes for people to get to him. And I wish people could just be happy that, oh, maybe Shelly, can have an acquaintance on here. Maybe that's okay. But instead, the haters want to isolate and get to him. So that's fine. That's fine. Everybody knows who I am, what I've done. It's all been put out there. I think I'm doing pretty freaking good compared to a lot of people here. Just saying. Constitutional Cowboy, what's up? Good morning. How are you doing? And thank you so much for the congrats, Bedtime Clown. I really appreciate that. MJ was in the witness protection program once, and that's when he was bullied by Cindy Renee. Yeah, MJ, you were probably bullied by Rebel too. Why don't you add that in there next time? You've worked the steps 3 times. That's fantastic, Constitutional Cowboy. Let me ask you this, guys. What would you think? Because I wanted to say this to Tommy, but he had to go. This is an addiction, all right? This live streaming, this going into chats, this is an addiction, all right? I don't know why, but it just is. So what if we do this, guys? And I was thinking about this. What if we have a 12-step program on internet addiction? Okay, yeah, you have to come to the internet to do the 12-step program. I get that aspect of it. But what if we did that? Like, would that be something that anybody would want to attend? It would be all live. And maybe people could come up on the panel and start working the steps, because there are so many anonymous programs. And I'm sure there's an internet addiction program. But we could have that and not be addicted anymore. But then we get less views on our channel. We'd have less people to talk to. But that's not the point. Internet Addiction Anonymous. Gotta be a program. Got to be. Internet and Technology Addicts Anonymous. Receive free help. Yeah. There we go. It's there. We could follow that program. Online meetings. What you guys think of that? Sometimes people just can't put it down, i.e. me. Maybe, yeah, I have to admit that I am in, internet addict, you know what I'm saying? I just don't want to admit it, but yeah, I just said it kind of, and you guys kind of heard it too. And I'd be willing to bet I'm not the only one. I'd be willing to bet that there are quite a few who fall into that category. And I want to say I'm sorry for you, but then I'd be saying I'm sorry for myself. And I can't feel sorry for myself. I can't regret the past, nor is to shut the door on it. We will comprehend serenity, and we will know peace. It's a nice day out. I think I might go outside. I don't care what Rebel thinks either. At all. And you can bet this. Because God is my witness. Not going to see me at Rebels anymore. Not going to see me there in the chat, on the panel, in his Discord server, and in his DMs. Not going to see me, not going to happen. My prerogative. And I think it's a good choice. I think maybe a lot of people can X out people who treat them poorly, you know? I mean, why go back to the abuse? Why? Why would I take the chance? Oh, what mood is he in today? You guys know what mood I'm in. You know, I'm never in the mood to bully. You know, you want to make, t-shirts and postcards and all this. Shelly's been bullied. Shelly bullies. No, Shelly's been bullied, but Shelly doesn't bully. Why would I bully if I've been bullied? Huckleberry's never been bullied by Rebel because it's a one-way street with that. And what I mean by that is that he likes you, but you don't like him. Yeah, Cowboy, I saw that they have those online. But see, we all know each other, so we could have it here. You know what I'm saying? While everybody else is doing drama, we're getting better. In your face. It just rained here. Going to the fitness center soon, says Adjust Your Focus. Pool hot. Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do my schoolwork so I don't do 10 assignments like yesterday on the day that it's due. Maybe I can actually space it out a little bit. Yeah, time is very precious, and I see that time does, flutter by when we're on here. It's pouring there. Wow. Can't say I have any of that. There's not even none of the leaves are even moving. Like no wind. Wait, no, that's moss. It's only moving because it's low hanging. Yeah, weird. Yeah, like if Cowboy or Huck or MJ, if anyone told me something about someone else and it's somebody they didn't like, well, if I didn't like the person either, I probably wouldn't go to the source. But I would take it as possibly half true, because they may have heard it from somebody else. If Adjust Your Focus told me that, Huck did this, but somebody had told Adjust Your Focus, and Adjust Your Focus didn't look into it. That's called a rumor. So try and stay away from those, because then it gets back, it turns into a smear campaign. You know what? I like the way that that Tommy said it was. He said it's a slander campaign, and I like that word better than smear, because I don't even like that word. I don't know why I don't like it. It reminds me of something, but I don't know what. Smear, like smeared chocolate on, I don't know, the wall, or I don't know. It's just stupid. Like, what does it even mean? I hate that word. What's that word? My imagination is being weird. So it means to damage the reputation of someone by false accusation, slander. Someone was trying to smear her by faking letters, or coat or mark something messily or carelessly with a greasy or sticky substance. His face was smeared with dirt. Similar is streak, smudge, and stain. And then for the other definition for slander, similar is sully, tarnish, or besmirch. Besmirch. about that. So yeah, some people have a sobriety and they do the weed maintenance part of it, or if they definitely don't want to go back to the usage, they do the methadone, because that's not included. Syringes aren't included with that. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Requiem for a Dream, but at the end, oh my gosh, okay, the guy's arm was so infected. Like, I've actually seen people on Kensington who have that same kind of infection that is just, they're inundated with it. So the people, the person, the Jay Leno, not Jay Leno, oh my gosh, what is his name? Hold on, I gotta look this up. Jared Leto. Jared Leto, also in 30 Seconds to Mars, and Jennifer Connelly. So yeah, he just overused drugs and they couldn't get away from it. They just had to do whatever it took to get it. But when you're on the methadone, you don't run into that risk of infection. So that's his sobriety, and that's what works for him, that he's sticking with. I can't judge it. What is Bedtime Clown saying? Me personally, I think an internet anonymous would only be helpful for people that only suffer from internet addiction. No, you can. That's the thing, is Bedtime Clown. You can use. I mean, I get what you're saying, and I'm open-minded, but but I'm just saying, like, you can use the same program. It's very similar. The NA is very similar to AA. The internet addiction has the 12 steps, I'm sure. Bill and Bob were the originators of it in AA, and everybody else, there's just branch offs from it. So you can have more than one addiction. So maybe I'm not understanding what you're saying, okay? And I'm just trying to address it and understand it. But I get what you're saying. Like, if you already are in a program, you can just basically substitute internet addiction for alcohol addiction. I get that. I get that. But it is good to have a support system to do that. Smear shit everywhere. This shit. Yeah, that's what I was. Oh man, I guess that's kind of. And I said chocolate. Much better than shit. An addiction to the internet. Oh, the internet. The tools you acquire from the 12 steps can be applied to every aspect of one's life. Exactly. I think everybody should work the 12 steps. In the world, we would be such a much better place, We would be making amends with people. I mean, we would be like, step 5 is basically tell somebody your wrongs. And the thing is like, don't hold things in. Tell somebody, tell a stranger. That's what I did on the internet, and it backfired. Okay. I got backfired upon because I told somebody something very, very personal, and it leaked out. So tell somebody on the streets, who don't know what car you're getting into, don't have any information about you. Don't hold shit in. Tell somebody. And also writing it down helps as well. It also blocks sugar addiction. Exactly. I've been doing this intermittent fasting and I'm still at the same weight. I don't get it. Maybe I'm gaining muscle because I've been kind of exercising. I'm not sure. Um, but I want to get back into my size twos, and I am gonna work hard to do that. It makes me feel good about myself, although I feel good now. Anyways, that's just my issue. Right. What's up, Gabby? And Teresa Richard. Teresa, tell me this, are you in the UPK? Because I think you're in my server, but I'm not sure. And maybe your friends might be in there as well. If you could just send a message out to I Could Be, that'd be great, because like I keep trying to stay hi and he keeps ignoring me. So I'm not exactly sure like what his deal is. But I need some answers. Okay. Gabby the cat. Hey, fam. Loves you all and big fat hug. I hope your arm is doing better. It does restore sanity, Gabby, the 12 steps. I do agree with that. Getting back into size 2 is something I have never, ever said. Well, I had these really cute shorts. Actually, I don't have them anymore, but I bought another pair like them. And do you ever have like a small size that you're like, okay, I'm going to get into that because I like the shorts? I was like, I think it was the size. Yeah, because I was wearing I was a size 2 when I got married. Oh, that's true that people would want to eat a little bit more than they normally would if they quit smoking, but good for you for doing that. Just don't get back into it. I have CBD that I have in a vape because I have pain and I don't know if it's helping me or not. Probably I don't do it enough, but I'm hoping that it helps to like relax me or something, or maybe I just have to think my way into things. So very. That's why you need to meet me so we can go out to the beach, go for a run or something, and rent bikes, whatever, and hang out at the beach. I met 2 people online and went to the beach with them. We had a really good time. Voluptuous, yes. There was a time in our society where people actually wanted to do that, to be that. What is this? Torture souls. Step 2. Self-assessment. Take stock of how streaming addiction has affected your health, relationships, work, and daily activities. Make a list of specific problems you've encountered. Did you already do step 1? I didn't see step 1. All right, step 3, whatever. Commit to change. Make a conscious decision to address your addiction and commit to the recovery process. You are in size 1.5 at Chico. Educate yourself, learn about the negative consequences of excessive internet streaming on mental and physical health risks. There's nothing that says that. You're making that up. There's nothing that says internet streaming. There's no way they'd be that specific. Step 6, identify triggers, recognize the situation, emotions, or stressors that lead to your streaming addiction. Understanding your triggers is crucial for prevention. Tortured souls. Step 7, develop healthy coping strategies. Replace streaming with healthier activities like exercise, meditation, hobbies, or spending time with loved ones. I think I know who this is. I think this is one of my family members who is, yeah, great. Good going. I'm going to get off here then. All right, step 8. I'm waiting. Where was step 1? Did I miss that? I appreciate you starting with 2 and leaving out 1. That's just That's just wrong, dude, on all levels. We're trying to follow your way of thinking. You're stopped at 7. You 2 through 7. So that's all we got for now. We got to skip 1. Oh, here we go. Step 8. Okay. Create a support system. Share your goals with friends and family who can offer emotional support, encouragement. Consider joining a support group or seeking professional therapy. This is nothing like the regular steps. But whatever. These are different. Totally different. I guess that's pretty good, though. Well, we have our support system here, but unfortunately, they're online. So catch 22, buddy. Catch 22. Teresa, did you answer my question about, hashtag? Is it Rada? Good grief. Just why? Step 9, you're addicted. Limit access, set boundaries for streaming time, and stick to them. That's nonsense. You are making this shit up. Use apps or features that restrict access to streaming sites during certain hours. I'm actually, you know what though? I'm actually going to keep this up so that I can read this again. You need to give me the source so I can go to it. Don't seek professional therapy. They'll throw you in the database, profile you, and take your Second Amendment. Gabby, come on, dude. All right. Step 10, track your progress, keep a journal, or use a mobile app to monitor your streaming habits and document your successes and setbacks. Exactly. Look, I for an hour and 18 minutes, and I would say that only 18 minutes of it was speaking to another person. So, well, and also the chat. Step 11, seek professional help if you find it difficult to control your addiction on your own. Don't hesitate to consult a therapist or counselor with experience in addiction recovery. Okay. I could, thank you so much. Tell them I'll welcome him with open arms, no matter what. Step 12, maintain a balanced life as you make progress. Focus on achieving a balanced and fulfilling life. Continue practicing healthy habits and stay connected with your support system. Gabby, good grief. Maybe that's just in your town, but I really do trust it here. I do. I've had some great experiences with the psych industry. I heard old ladies do puzzles, so I bought one. I can't even finish it. So I bought one. I've got about 20 minutes into that bad boy, and I'm not a bit upset. It fell, and it is back in its box. Guessing I'm not old yet. There you go. I didn't even laugh at the end. It was just right at the beginning. Read your Bible in Psalm 91. Of course, Gabby. We got to do that. And I'm out. Hope this advice helped. Have a good day, everyone. Tortured Souls, I really do appreciate that. I do. Yeah, that was cool. No matter who you are, can you buy a gun? Yes. Yes. I was never convicted of a felony. It was dropped to a misdemeanor. And then my other misdemeanor was dropped completely. So I have one misdemeanor on my record. And I can buy a gun. Were you asking me? Or, I can also buy brass knuckles and a taser. So I'll have backup if anybody tries to F with me. And next I'll be getting a honey badger on a leash so that he will protect me in all places at all times. No, Teresa, I've seen you. You're like, what, 48? Not old. I don't know where Cindy went. It's not like she has anything to do. You don't even know what it is, cowboy. Oh my gosh. I love Psalms 91. Like he just knows it all automatically with all the books in the Bible, right? That one he knows. Yeah, Halloween, guys. Who's going with body paint? That's the question. That's how you know you're bold enough to wear body paint as your favorite character for Halloween and have a bodyguard with you at all times. Okay? somebody who will definitely have your back, like Baz would have my back. If you guys remember, I went out to the George Floyd uh, protest, and he was there, but he was like way back behind me. I'm like, why the heck is he so far away? Maybe I was walking too fast. Yeah, there's some cities you just can't go alone anywhere. It's almost like you take that risk every time that you do. It doesn't mean that you live in the city, but even if you have to go for some particular reason, you just kind of know that there's been a lot of crime here. I do. I rest in the shadow of the Almighty is verse 1, Psalms 91. Because you use a lot of profanity, constitutional cowboy. That's why I think that. I mean, what the hell would you think if you heard yourself in the manner that you speak? Huh? Exactly. I rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I'm gonna block D. Johns. Oh, for fuck's sake. You know what? I think somebody is blocking behind the scenes. Yeah, I don't appreciate that. And my stomach is growling right now. All right. So I definitely need to get some food in my stomach, and I eat to live. I don't live to eat. Okay. I'm not married anymore with a husband who cooked every day because he wanted to, or wanted to go out to eat. And I just wanted to go to the gym and look better, But no, he wanted to eat. I can spirit away when they're just eating and turning into big, fat, piggish slobs. Would you want to be married to somebody like that? I don't think so. Tell me I won't show you this real quick. What would he look like? Okay. Not my style, buddy. Really? Nobody has the clip. There we go. No. I guess I'll do this one. Hold on a second. Yes. All right. Check this out real quick. D. Johns, you're here. Hi. You ate chili yesterday? Try making it every day. See if somebody gets mad. Sometimes I eat the same. 2 days in a row or 3. There we go. Mm-hmm.
Mustard? Thank you. Mustard? Thank
See that? See, there's more to it. They turn into big pigs. They morph into them from the exorbitant amount of food that they eat. And it's a sin. It's called gluttony, guys. All right. What am I going to eat? Probably going to go get some Indian food. That sounds good. Palak paneer. Something else. All right. So yeah, thank you everyone for showing up to my show. We will discuss further about doing the addiction classes in our program so that if you need to step away, you can do it in a timely, manner that is conducive to your lifestyle. Like Tommy, he was probably on his break and then he came up on the show and he knew when it was time to go back to work and he didn't let this interfere. So, I mean, that's just a small example. It's actually pretty much anybody would do that same thing. But that shows restraint of, it just shows restraint where they know like their limits on how much to be on here. Abby, you're so eccentric. She said, he will cover me with his pinions. Pinions are the feathers that a mother chicken hides her babies under when a chicken hawk, is after them. She will let the chicken hawk eat her instead of the baby. And she spelled baby Babie. That is so sweet. That's a mother cares 100% for the baby. And that's like me, with this bunny. Where are you? I'm his mom. He depends on me for everything when I take him outside. I'm standing right beside him. I doubt that a hawk is going to come that close to me to pick him up. Let's face it. Come on. That's not normal. So he likes to go outside. He likes the sun. And that's why he sits in my office chair and I have the blinds open and he likes to be in the sun. So. I wonder whatever happened to Cinnamon. I think I might try and contact that place where I gave Cinnamon, where I dropped off Cinnamon. They had a lot of bunnies there. It was a bunny heaven. They had a big pot-bellied pig, chickens. It was a pretty cool farm. That's what I want. Like, I want that so badly in a farm, and I want my garden, agriculture, flowers, grass, a lot of land. Anyway, okay, great. I'm gonna go now. So, yeah, thank you. Have a great day. D-Johns, you're not blocked. See you. Unless that's a second account. I'm not sure. Peace, everybody.